Hi, hello, welcome everyone. Today I'll be showing you how I personally make my webcomic episodes. In case you didn't know, I have 3 public webcomics, one of them is finished, and funny enough, I use a different technique for all of them, which is like totally stupid, but I just do that. I'll be showing you all 3 of them today. Now, let's start with technique number 1. My Little Demon is my first webcomic that I did and started in 2021. And basically, I drew with my finger on an old Samsung tablet. So you could think that I would do the sketches on paper because I would not sketch with my finger, okay? That would look like crap. And so I only did like the line art and all of the digital stuff I would do with my index finger and pretend like it's a... I literally used it like this, it was a pencil. Which is okay. And so I still continued on with doing it on paper. And so I actually got myself a little book for it. So this is the script book. This is number 4. I already have 3. My script books for My Little Demon. I'm not gonna show this because that would spoil or something. But I can show you like script. I write. I don't write like star walks away or something. I write Samuel walked away sadly in the hallway. Like I write like a novel, right? And so that's why there's like so many of them. So this is the book that I've recently got myself. It's the second book. I have 2 binders and 2 books. And this is for season 2. It's not specifically for season 2, but like, what are you doing here? So I can show you like these few. These are already public. And so I draw sketches in these. Like I said, this is the most difficult technique. Like it only gets easier after that. Like Gilbert is the second most difficult, and then Space Lovers is the third most difficult because I make it so difficult for myself with the paper ones. You can like take this as an example, this beautiful, happy, and joyful episode. I'm just gonna photograph all of these episodes until it says like EOE, which is end of episode for me. This is a little like mark thing that I do. And so I have them all on my iPad, right? Now I have to cut these photos that I've made into like little panels because obviously they still have like that background of my desk. And then I will put them into Ibis Paint X. And then the thing is, I put them in a square one first, like into a little box thing first. First, we're gonna do the line art. I always set my pen to 1.0 or below, and I use the basic default dip pen, the hard version. I sometimes change up the line art to the sketch a bit because it doesn't look as good on the sketch, or it's not very visible because I sketched a bit too hard. Next we have the coloring. For that I have a whole palette for all the colors for all the comics saved right here to make sure it's always the same color, of course. After that we move on to the shading. I simply have a layer with a lower opacity for that, and I use a bit of a darker, more colorful version of the color I shade on, basically. The heart shading, as I call it, is also done with the line art brush. Another shading I do is with the airbrush. It's just mainly to get more color onto the skin and not make it look too pale, and for the blush. And then we're done. That's what I do with all the panels. Then I have all the panels finished up, and I take them to the panel size that you need for a webcomic panel, basically. Which, I don't know the size right now, I can put it on the screen. And put the finished panel into it, and then I put dialogue on it. And then I go to another little square thing and get the thumbnail. And then I upload it on Webtoon. That was it for technique 1. That was pretty simple. Technique 2 is not as different, but a little bit. So this is the book for Gilbert. I just recently started this, so I'm probably not gonna show you because there might be spoilers, but this is my mini script book for Gilbert. I don't really use it. I use like a big piece of paper so it's easier to script out, because for My Little Demon, I actually script out ahead like a year or 2 even, like pretty far ahead. And I script Gilbert mostly 5 episodes ahead or 10, like pretty much in the moment, because yeah, I'm just not as invested in Gilbert, sadly. It's the same thing that I do here. I'm actually gonna take out a different one a second. Hold one. I'm there in a second. Hold one. Shit, I can't find it. Okay, so this is number 3. Book number 3. We're gonna take this one because then I won't spoiler. This is also, once again, all the panels. I'll take, just like My Little Demon, I will take all of the panels, photograph them, then put them into Ibis Paint. The only difference with this technique is actually that I will put them into the immediate Webtoon panel and make the background green. That's the only difference. And then I'll do, of course, the line art with a different pencil than I use for My Little Demon. It's a bit of a softer one because Gilbert's line art is a bit broader. And I will do the line art, I'll do the coloring, the shading, which is also a lot simpler, of course, because it's a frog and not a human. I already have the dialogue on that panel finished up, and I can immediately get my thumbnail and upload it. So that's a bit simpler. So I won't be able to find this Space Lovers script book anymore. I threw it somewhere. I have no idea where because I don't actively use it anymore. The method for Space Lovers is very simple. I don't use any paper. I'm being economically friendly for that one. I basically have already a finished page because Space Lovers is in a page format. Webtoon panels are long. I will go into a normal page size panel, put like a sketch there, and then I will line art it, and then I will color it and shade it, and already as well have the dialogue already there because the page is finished. Then I will go to a Webtoon size panel and I will put the page into it. I don't know why I did that, like it's pretty complicated. I could have also just not done that. I could have just immediately put it in the Webtoon panel size, but I didn't do that. However, then as well get the thumbnail and upload it as well. So these are my 3 techniques. That was really quick. Okay, I feel like I forgot something maybe, because that was just way too quick. So yeah, these are my techniques for making a webcomic, which a Virgilian people are probably doing a lot simpler, but it's a habit I have that has grown on me, and I don't want to just like not do it anymore. So I'm gonna continue doing it like that because that's how I know it. And yeah, that's all for today. A bit of a different one, a bit of a short one, but I hope you enjoyed the video still. If you want to maybe read these webcomics that I've just introduced to you, you can find them in my link tree and also my socials if you want to see some extra art of the characters as well. So that's all. Goodbye.
Bye.